What's up, you guys? This is Eugene, the Compton gardener. Another short video. I'm over here in West Covina, one of my friend's house. Just gonna do a little work in her yard. So trees were suffering here. She has a peach tree. As you can see, I cut it back. This tree was about 12 feet or so. I cut it back to 4 feet, and I left the side shoots here. It's gonna be the new fruiting wood. Left it as an open canopy. Pretty harsh pruning, but a necessary pruning, because they just allowed it to grow as a peach, like a tree form, rather than an open canopy. So I did that. Over here she has a pomegranate. This one didn't need too much work. The leaves were decent, not dried out, so these are pretty drought tolerant. But her soil is pretty poor. It's more of a clay sandy soil here. So I'm gonna be doing some mulching. Try to bring back some of the living soil here. Sorry, just looking at how much stuff needs to be done in this yard here. Big difference from my yard, but everyone's tree deserve a chance. So I went ahead. This is her mandarin tree, which I pruned back. Also sealed off the ends where I pruned. So this is my second week out here, and this tree had a dried up fruit, which I tried last week, and it was still very sweet. So I recommended that she keep this tree and not, have it removed, just because it does have a lot of potential. And I will be bringing it back to part, up to my standards at least. And then this is her another citrus tree that she has here. Her lemon tree, which is about a good 12 feet as well. So I just went in and pruned out all the dead and dying and diseased wood. As you can see here, she has that open. Ants and all kind of non-beneficial insects inside of this canopy here. A lot of dry dead wood I pruned off here. There's a lot of lizards up in this yard, which is good. It's good to have a whole bunch of different animals and stuff living in here. Help maintain some of the bugs and stuff. So yeah, I went in and cleared out all of the dead wood, did some heavy pruning. So we'll be seeing how that progresses in a few weeks. And also, as you can see, her grass, well, at least it once was grass. So I'm gonna be getting this back green. This is the loquat. She has 2 loquat trees here in the backyard. This one I also pruned out dead wood and cleared out all of the dying leaves. It's just wasting up energy, and some of the old fruit, last season fruit that was remaining in the tree, I removed those. This one is not flowering. Mine over in my house in Compton is you can see the flower buds, but this one is doing nothing, and that's mainly because of the poor condition that it's in. They're pretty drought tolerant as well, but this is beyond drought. And also she has a low one, a smaller loquat tree, which I will be removing. I'm not just going to chop it down. I will dig it up and transplant it. Maybe I'd keep it for myself or so. But really, you don't really need 2 loquat trees, which I told her. This one right here is only her and her baby. My loquat tree, smaller than that, but in better condition. And I could feed 10, 15, 20 people with that, with the amount of fruit I get on mine. So once we get hers up to where it should be, she'll be getting that as well. So she really don't need 2 loquat trees, because that's, you know, only so many loquats someone can eat. So I'm about to get to work on this, and also, so I'm gonna be, like I said, removing that loquat, and I brought her a peach tree, which I will be planting in here for her. This is the Babcock peach. She says she likes white peaches. This is one of the original white peaches, so classic, can't go wrong with that one. And I'll be planting it next to her yellow peach, and on the side of that, get some cross-pollination, which they're both self-pollinating. This one had peaches on it before I pruned it, but they were the size of a seed. That's a waste of time. So anyway, let me get to work. So you have a nice selection, 7, 8 trees in this yard. Not too much of a fan of her guava tree, because it's basically feeding the birds. It's a pretty big tree. Yeah, she's only about 4'1", 4'2", so she is not reaching any of these fruit at all. So that'll be for the birds. And you can see they're not really, there's one that fell. It's a decent size, but the rest of them, as you can see, they're falling off. It's a lot of little fruits, but because of the poor watering, she doesn't have a water system back here. Everything is falling off. The tree is gonna shed the fruit in order to save itself, you know. But alright, look like I got my work cut out for me today, so stay tuned for follow-up videos on this progress.